Well, hello, friends, and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is National Sales Director Kristen Sharp coming in with your Thursday Thankful Message. And today, I want to share with you two systems that I use for skincare parties that have made a difference in my career. And you might have heard of them. Hopefully you do them, but if not, this message is for you. So today I'm going to cover how I pre-profile for a party, the guests, finding out about their skin and what I say when I call them, and then my checklist for after a skincare party. Now, there are many facets to a skincare party. There is the preparation and the packing, and there is the actual presentation, and there is the clothes at the table. There's the individual clothes. There's lots of pieces. But today, because I've never shared this on the message, I thought I would share about my party pre-profiling questions and my checklist for after a skincare party. I will post both of these documents on my Kristen Sharp NSD Facebook page. And perhaps these can be a guide for you, or maybe you'll tweak them to what works best for you. But sometimes we just need a place to start. So, of course, once I get the guest list from the hostess and the guests that have said yes to attending the party, I, of course, reach out to them to ask them a couple quick questions about their skin. And I have one sheet where I collect all of their answers. I print this out. Many times, of course, you can do it directly on a customer profile card, but sometimes they call back, and so it's just easier for me to do this on one sheet. Again, it's a system that you can decide what's best for you. But basically, the questions that I ask them are, have you ever tried Mary Kay products before? Have you ever tried Mary Kay products before? If yes, I ask them if they have a current beauty consultant. Why is that important? Because she can come to the party to support the hostess, but I'm always going to refer her back to her original consultant. And I let her know, oh my goodness, I love that Kelly Collins is your Mary Kay beauty consultant. That's awesome. I know she gives you incredible service. So you can come and support Sarah at her party. Any purchases will count towards her hostess credit, but just know after the party, I want you to go back to purchasing from Kelly. Okay, I think that's really important for people to know our sisterhood and our ethics with Mary Kay. We always refer people back. All right, now I ask her if she says, no, I don't have a Mary Kay consultant, I'm not using the products. I do ask her, tell me about your current skincare routine. Tell me a little bit about your current skincare routine. Okay, that usually reveals a lot of information, like does she use soap and water? Does she not wash her face? Is she using some really expensive bougie line from the dermatologist? That, how she answers it, tells me a lot. Okay, and I write this down on my paper because, again, this also helps me form the extra products, supplement products that I might be talking about, or things that I'll bring up with her in her individual consultation after the party. Okay, then I ask her, would you consider your skin to be dry, normal, or oily to combination? Would you consider your skin to be dry, normal, or oily to combination? This is a lot of the times where they say, oh my gosh, I'm so dry, I can't even handle it. My skin is peeling off, or oh, I'm so oily, I'm an oil slick. Or they're like, I don't know, which usually means they're normal. Okay, people know if they're dry, people know if they're oily. But this tells me a lot. She might say, well, gosh, my T-zone is really oily, everywhere else is really dry. Again, this is information that's going to help me better consult her on her beauty needs. Okay, then I asked her, what would you like to change or improve about your skin, if anything? What would you like to change or improve about your skin, if anything? I say this because there might not be anything. Now, that's never usually happened, but I don't want to assume that there's something that she wants to change about her skin. Sometimes people are happy with exactly how it is. You know, very rarely does that happen, but I ask the question in that way. All right, and then next, I say, I'm looking forward to pampering you. At our beauty experience, I will have products on hand. And if you have a friend that wants to join in on the party, just let me know. I'll have a goodie bag for her too. I look forward to seeing you. Okay, I'm letting her know she can invite friends. I'm letting her know her friend is going to get a goodie bag because I do give goodie bags to all my guests. I hand them out at the individual consultation. If you've heard me talk about the party, they're personalized with their name on it. It just has like a Section 2 hand cream, a mint, a lip gloss, my business card. But that's how I really personalize their experience, especially when I'm texting them to ask them picture questions about pre-profiling, okay? So that's where that comes in. But also, I'm letting her know that I have products on hand that she can purchase at her appointment, okay? Now, many times, you guys, I call people and they don't answer because it's a number they don't know, right? So I do follow up with a text with a picture of the goodie bag saying, hey, I have a couple quick questions about your skin so I can be best prepared for our pampering session. Is text or phone better, okay? Sometimes they don't reply. I'll just literally put all the questions on their voicemail and say, hey, you can text me back if that's easier, okay? So the reason why is I want her to hear my voice if possible. It's a lot faster if I talk to her on the phone versus going back and forth on text. But worst case scenario, I want to start a communication with her. What I have found is usually the younger girls are the ones that are texting me back, and I would say the more mature women are the ones that call me back. Okay, I know that's totally stereotyping, but that's generally the case for me. Either way, I'm at least calling them and asking the questions, and I might even just say, hey, if you get my voicemail, feel free to just leave your answers on my voicemail. Now, I'm going to try to pick up at all costs, right? But if not, she will leave me her answers on my voicemail. So those, again, are just the quick pre-party profiling questions that I ask. Now, I don't call people and say, I'm pre-profiling you. I don't use those words. That's the lingo that we say in Mary Kay, right? So we know what that means. And it's so you can customize her experience. You know what supplement products to talk about, and you can be more personalized in the individual consultation. Okay. Now, I'm going to totally skip to my checklist for after the skincare party. Okay, why did I want to talk about this today too? Well, so many beauty consultants in my unit get so excited after the party. They've just, sold 300, sold 400, 500 and beyond. And then it's like they're so excited, they don't actually reconcile the party. Okay, so this checklist I'll also put on my Kristen Sharp NSD Facebook page, but it just has some bullet points of some things to do. And sometimes you think you're going to remember all of these pieces, and maybe you have a stellar memory and you can, but perhaps maybe some of your new team members need a checklist like this. Now, again, you might not do all of these things, but you can personalize this and customize it to how you run your business. So, checklist for after the skincare party. All right, number 1, I input the profile cards into My Customers on InTouch or in your My Customers app, okay? This is for an in-person party. Now, of course, if I've collected this information, it's an online party, I do the same process. It might just not be on an official customer profile card. Okay, I deposit cash and checks, and I transfer payments via Venmo or ProPay. So I deposit cash and checks, and I transfer payments via Venmo or ProPay. All that money goes into my Mary Kay checking account. It does not get commingled into my personal account. Next, I input my sales into my weekly accomplishment sheet on InTouch, and this will calculate your 60-40 reinvestment and profit split. Very important. Also, you want to make sure you're sending your weekly accomplishment sheet to your sales director so she can recognize you. This is where you denote, obviously, any product given away, any discounts, if you gave a roll-up bag, for instance. This is where you can denote your hostess credit. This is for your bookkeeping. So your weekly accomplishment is so key. It also helps your sales director really coach you on, gosh, okay, what's your per face average? How much are you really focusing on skincare sets? How many skincare sets have you sold? So this really makes a difference too in you excelling and refining your skills and the coaching that your sales director can give you. Next, you're going to replenish your inventory. You're going to order the products that you were not able to fulfill at the party. And then you're going to decide if you're going to personally deliver or you're going to utilize CDS, okay? But remember, even if you gave the products away, you still have to replenish your inventory, and you're going to know what that is based on doing your weekly accomplishment sheet, which was the step before, in your 60-40 split. Okay, then you're going to add any new bookings to the Shop My Party and schedule the hostess coaching in your date book for all the new bookings that you got from that skincare party. Remember, the easiest way to book is to get bookings from your bookings at your party. Okay, then on my checklist, it says track your results on your Sharp Girl Action Plan. And really, our Sharp Girl Action Plan is just tracking your faces for your perfect and power start. Okay, then you're going to note your 2+2+2 reminders in your date book or via InTouch. So whether you set alarms on your phone, you put it in your date book, or you use the alerts on InTouch, the 2+2+2 is following up with customers that have had the products for 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. This way you're able to get reorders, you're making adjustments if some of the products maybe aren't working. So this is key, the 2+2+2, but you've got to have a system. Next, you're going to reach out to schedule any team building appointments. Maybe you call them dream sessions, interviews, sharing appointments, but these are people that you would just love to have on your team that maybe were interested in the opportunity, or hey, maybe aren't interested, but you would just love to share with, and they're going to become interested. So we're reaching out to finalize and to schedule those team building appointments based on who showed interest or who you would love to have on your team from the party. Next, you're going to send thank you cards. Okay, so I send individual thank you cards if people got all the products. I make sure to write a handwritten note. If I'm delivering products, I include the thank you note in the order. If I CDS, it's a separate thank you note. This goes to everyone that attended the party, whether they purchased products or not. A lot of times I include another, of course, business card. I might say that I'm looking forward to their second appointment, depending on when that is. Or if they didn't book, I'm letting them know that I loved having them and that I'm here for any of their skincare or beauty needs. You guys, this thank you note, this personal note that's handwritten with a stamp that goes in the mail is so key. Okay, next, I record my mileage. Because, of course, as you know, your mileage is a huge deduction for your Mary Kay business. All right, then I clean my washcloths, my brushes, my tablecloth, and then I repack and reset my skincare bin for my next party. Okay, now, there might be some additional things you want to add to this checklist after a skincare party. But what I found is that when I didn't have this checklist, there were steps that were missed, especially when I was having 5, 6 plus parties a week. Even if you're having 2 to 3 parties a week, sometimes it just gets a little confusing with life. And so I love this checklist. I slide it into a sheet protector and I literally check it off. I just put at the top of the paper what party it was for. So when I'm reconciling multiple parties, because sometimes I do 2 or 3 parties in a day on a weekend, you guys, this just makes it so much easier. So my hope is that sharing with you my party pre-profiling questions and my checklist for after a skincare party will get your mind going. Is there some holes in your business that you need to adjust? Is there maybe some systems in this new year that you need to put in place? Or are you right on track? Either way, if what you're doing is working, keep doing it. If it's not, and you need some enhancements, I pray that something I share with my checklist to success can make a difference for you. So again, you can find this information on my Kristen Sharp NSD Facebook page. Thank you for tuning in. This is NSD Kristen Sharp signing off. Make today a day that counts.